My name is Rob Jackson. I am a science teacher here at Chisholm Trail Middle School. It's my second year here teaching 8th grade science and my 9th year overall teaching 8th grade science. Middle school is a fun age to teach for their kind of finding their identity. Students want nothing more than just to be treated as individuals. And this is the first time where they're kind of developing their own identity and they're developing independence, and they just want to be treated with respect. And I think that's very important for building relationships and connecting with the students. Science is for individuals that are curious and never lost their curiosity. Science is just a field for all curious individuals. And I've never stopped learning about how the world works, and so I love science because it's all hands-on. It's how everything around me works. I come up with questions every single day that I'm curious about and want answers to, and science is the best way to get those answers. You know, from early on I knew, talking with former students, that the students don't forget my class, they don't forget the activities we do. You can walk in and immediately you're struck by the science nature of it, and that even that people are in my classroom for 3 to 5 minutes are going to remember it 20 years from now. One of the things I really like using is blended learning, diverse lessons where students can choose how they best learn and they can actually engage with the material in whatever way works best for them. For some of my units I use self-pacing so that if students really want to move on ahead with the material and learn more, they're able to. It gives them the chance to take ownership of their own learning. They're able to regulate themselves, they're able to pace themselves, they're able to choose, hey, I want to really go in depth on this subject, or maybe I want to speed through this subject and then get to something that I'm more interested about. So it just gives students a little more choice in the classroom, and that really empowers them to maximize their learning. Anytime that I hear from former students, that's very impactful, or when I hear about current students that had a lesson that was so engaging, they go home and immediately show it to their siblings or their parents because they just loved it so much. And they come back and tell me like, oh, I showed this for my sister, but I didn't get this right. What did I do wrong? And having those kind of conversations, it shows me that I'm really connecting with the students, I'm engaging them in science and getting them very excited. And then even, 10 years down the line, I've had students from my very first year teaching that came back and talked to me and said, hey, I remember when we did this thing and this lab, or you showed us this, and it's rewarding to hear that they still remember that 10 years later. I want them to not think of science as a curriculum, but as a process. Science is how we discover new information, it's how we explore the world around us. It's a way of thinking more than it is a set of concepts, more than it is a set of topics. It's how you approach the world. And that's what I'm really trying to get across to students.